maybe just a little bit longer. Back in a kick. Hello, 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 my darlings. Hi, Michelle Mabel. Hi, Uncover the News. Please read. Manners. Now, if the world would drop Fox, okay. DirecTV is dropping OAN from its programming. 90% of OAN. Yep. You're watching the Trump rally. Okay. I haven't had time to check out the news feed today, so it's just having a relaxing lie-in and having a bit of a sleep in, which I do sometimes. So big news overnight, of course, is that eruption near Tonga. We've got some tsunami alerts. They were for the whole of the east coast of Australia, but now they've cancelled Queensland. But it's mainly New South Wales that's got the problem. By the time it reached down the southern part of the coast to Victoria and stuff, and Tassie, it would be very dissipated. But New South Wales, and of course, lots of huge swath of the west coast of the US. So I don't know how long when that report went out. Hi, Em. I got your email. You've got some really good suggestions. Thank you for them. Some I have already been thinking of. So, some I'd already started to implement by making my live shows my live streams a bit shorter and stuff. There's a hostage situation in Texas. Well, let's hope that everything is okay for that. Okay. When did the eruption? 8 hours ago. So, in a few hours, if you're on the West Coast and you're near those zones, please make sure you get yourself to an area outside those zones if you're in those zones. Hi, Renee. Christine, hostage situation. Let's send out positive energy that can be resolved. No hubby this morning, so I have to make my own coffee. He's actually gone to deliver some stuff to an elderly friend of ours. So, yeah. Hi, Catherine Stubbs. So I'll be making my own coffee this morning. I've got a slightly runny nose, but I think I know what that's from. Excuse me, I've got to find a tissue, okay, so I can. You don't need to see me wiping my hand on the back of my nose with the back of my hand. Really, 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 yeah, very hygienic, isn't it? Ah, there they are. They're in the corner. Finding like Kia Carrera and really come to get to all the booby traps. T-shirt! Woohoo! Oh, there we go. Tissues. Much, much better. Okay. Embrace chaos. Hi, Linda B. Hi, Maureen Howe. Hi, Catherine Stubbs. These three still being in a synagogue. Oh. Now, I think there's going to be more of these volcanic eruptions happening. Especially in the Pacific region, not just the rim or the Pacific Circle or the Circle of Fire or the Pacific Rim, but in the centre, which is where this happened. Lots of hotspots there. That's how the Hawaiian Islands were formed. They were formed by volcanic hotspots as the plates travel over them and they get to a point where everything just happens. It's amazing footage. A lot of it is steam, but yeah. There are rumours that the Queen has passed. I don't like addressing things like that. I can't see them. No, I can't see them holding her passing Jubilee celebrations and all that. No. I'm just getting no. She hasn't passed. Don't listen to that. That's just ridiculous. Boris is really feeling the wards closing in on him. Yes, the Oregon, that's been cancelled. Okay, yep. Now, just remember, even 1 foot of water, it can knock you off your feet. Now, if you saw the footage of Tonga, which is closest to there, and they had the tsunami, it was only 1 foot of water that was going through there, or less than a metre, and it knocked that fence over. So, and hubby was saying, oh, it's only 0.3 of a metre. I said, that's 1 foot. Going, no, it's only 0.3. And he was thinking it was 3 centimetres. And I said, no, that's 30 centimetres. That's 1 foot. And remember, 1 foot of water can knock you off your feet and you can be dragged away in it. So yeah. And I don't think they're true. I just don't think they're true. Oh, the Trump rally. How many people are there? More Partygate. Yeah. Apparently they had a party after Prince Philip died. Apparently. I don't know if that would be the case, but yeah. Unrest in the UK. I'm going to have a look at that. Okay, July 16. July? Or is it January you want? January 16 to 22. No, she hasn't passed. I'll put those to rest right now. She hasn't passed. She is frail. She is getting older. I do think she'll still be there at her Jubilee. After that, well, I don't know. I think it's going to be very turbulent around the royal family end of 2022, start of 2023. So I think she's there for a good most of the year. Okay, so yeah. Mm-hmm. Who would push? Why did somebody push this woman in front of a subway? Somebody pushed a woman in front of a subway train in New York. Oh my goodness. The British Home Office, it looks like they're not very popular with a lot of people. Prince Harry's calling them to book. Prince Harry files a claim against the Home Office decision not to let him pay for his own police protection in the UK. Why would they do that? Well, you know, he's not asking them to provide it. He's asking them to let him pay for his own for it, and they won't let him. So yeah. So the Home Office, British Home Office, what is going on there? They're like Department of State, that sort of thing. Hi, Catherine Stubbs. Yes, New Zealand is probably the closest country to Tonga. So, and New Zealand is very much in that line of where a lot of those sorts of things happen. There's sort of a swath of the Pacific Ocean where a lot of those things happen. So I'm not surprised she's concerned. Is the US nearing its COVID peak? I would love to say yes, but I'm not quite sure. I think there's sort of more of a plateau situation for a while. So it's going to not go further up really, hover around a certain level, but for quite a while before it starts going down. So, yeah. Yeah, I think that's going to get thrown out, which is why the Prince Andrew, Virginia Guthrie may have false memories. No, she doesn't have false memories. She's got a friggin' photo I think the Queen has demanded the truth from him. He's told her the truth. And she said, right, that's it. You're out. You're out. Because she stripped him of all his military titles. She's not letting him use funds from the royal purse. She's not paying for his lawyers or anything. And he's been stripped of his patronages, or a lot of things he was patron of have disassociated themselves from him. Yeah. Virginia Giuffre is to say people aren't above the law. That's her main motivation here. So, she's not going to settle. Yeah. Okay. So, let's have a look at a bit of a read for the upcoming week. Now, I know that guy, the Oath Keeper, he's just the first who's going to be facing those sorts of charges, okay? So let's have a look. She wants acknowledgement. She wants an indication, and she wants to make it clear. It's not, I don't think she's just speaking for herself. She's speaking for a lot of people. She wants to make it clear that no matter how high up you are, that if people who have had stuff done to them, if you keep pursuing, she wants to give people hope that if you keep going, if you keep pursuing, especially if you know you're in the right, that these people can be made accountable in the end. It might take years, but don't ever give up on that. I think that she's really setting an example for other people too. She didn't put a case. He wasn't in that case with Epstein and Roberts. So US. I don't think that area around Tonga has finished clearing its throat yet. There is going to be a new island as a result of that eruption, I think. See, because it was underwater, it's going to take a while to see, but I think that it will be forming a new island. I do think there's more activity along that. So let's see, the US for this coming week, 16th to the 22nd. 16th, Page of Wands. This is Sunday your time. Lots of activity, lots of talking, lots of news. Definitely a lot of talk is going to be generated throughout the country in general at that stage, and possibly even talk about something that's going to emerge. And it's going to be not an unexpected, the start of something, okay? Monday, definitely Republicans. This is definitely, this is my card for Republicans, and they're definitely going to be rearing their ugly head on Monday, or at least be the focus of things on Monday. And I do think it ties back to, this is the start, the foundation, someone talking. So might be some interesting news articles coming out tomorrow in the US. Hi, Kenya Jones. And if I haven't said hello to you today, I just haven't seen your name. And hi to all the lurkers. Hello, my lovely lurkers. Love you all. Thank you for joining us. And hello to anyone who comes in later and clicks on my videos. Hello. Thank you so much for doing it. I really, really appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up, guys. Yeah. Tuesday, the 18th. Looking back. I guess this is looking back on somebody's achievements. It could be somebody passing, like over the course of Monday, and Tuesday it's all going to be coming out, or late Monday or something. Could be a Republican figure, old, new, but they'll be looking back. What's on the bottom? Congress is very, very much at the forefront of everything in the US this week. Wednesday, the 19th, assessment and consequences of assessing the consequences. Hi, Sheila. How are you, my dear? I'm having a general look around the traps for the next, from Sunday till Saturday, is it? 22nd? Hang on. Yeah, Sunday till Saturday next week. I love the last bit. Whoever is stupid and industrious must be got rid of, for he is too dangerous. Yes. Yeah. I could see it. It's in 4 parts. Yeah, I'll have to look up that quote. It is a very good quote. Definitely assessment, some consequences happening as a result of some of the stuff that started earlier in the week. What's on the, yeah, Congress very much in Thursday, the 20th. Oh, struggle. Now we've got 2 10s here. Now they're both the ending of a cycle. So this is sort of like at the ending of a cycle for the Republicans here. And this is the ending of a struggle of hard work to get to a point where success is nearing. So this is a burden, a struggle to get to where you want to go, but you're there now. You're where you have headed out for after a struggle. So you're at that point, and having got there, things will change. Friday the 21st. Oh, deals. Balance. Redressing a balance. Quid pro quo. Redressing a balance. Helping others. There could be, by Friday, I'm not seeing any tower events. Yeah. Quid pro quo. King of Cups. Biden is going to be stepping up again on Saturday to do something. Now, this could be Matt Gaetz, this Republican kerfuffle. News, it's going to hit the Republican Party hard. It's going to be looking back, or either looking back, or somebody's past actions are going to bite them on the butt and they're going to start feeling the consequences, or someone Republican either passed, possibly it's going to pass quite suddenly, and there'll be a review. So I'm going to ask for some clarification here. But it is going to shake the Republican Party to the core. 8 of Pentacles. Shoddy work. Or master artisan. Look, I'm not seeing anything that indicates that somebody dies, okay? Hi, Crazy Cat Lady Farley. Hi, Barb LaRosa. How are you? Welcome. It's lovely to see a new name. So, the devil. Somebody's past actions and mistakes. I think this could be Matt Gaetz is absolutely in for a shit of a week. Pardon my French. Do I feel sorry for him? No. So the first half of the week, it's going to be a big shake-up for the Republicans. Details. Often, for me, the 8 of Pentacles is about details, getting down to the brass tacks of details. I do feel this Page of Wands right at the start could be Matt Gaetz' ex-girlfriend. So, yeah. But this could be Matt Gaetz. If not facing charges, definitely facing more scrutiny. Is he going to be indicted? 3 of Wands. And now here's another consequences card, along with 7 of Pentacles. I asked if he was going to be indicted. This is a yes card. Yes, it's a consequence of his actions. So, a Queen of Swords or a King of Swords would have been an even firmer thing, but there's definitely movement towards it. I do think he hasn't got long before that indictment comes down. The latter half of the week, that's struggling, getting to that point of success. Balancing of the scales, Biden, helping resources. What is this about? Knight of Pentacles. Efforts to slow down and obstruct. Five of Cups. Loss, regret. Okay. A need to move on. People need to learn to. Generally, the first thing that comes to mind with the Five of Cups is loss, regret. But it's also a transitional card. It's time to move on. Accept that things are as they are. Accept that things have happened and move on. Get on with it, basically. Four of Cups, yeah. Apathy, dissatisfaction. Lots of cups, very emotional. Six of Cups, past actions, looking at past actions. I think the second half of the week might be dominated by the Congressional Committee, the 1-6 Committee, and past actions coming back into the fore. Obstructionism. So in the US, there's going to be sort of a week of two halves. Do you think he'll even show? You think Trump will even show? How many people are there? Oh, thank you, Em. Much appreciated. Thank you. Oh, banning critical race theory. Okay. In Virginia public schools. Kids are curious. Kids are curious. Something's been banned. They want to know about it. They're going to want to know about it. Why has it been banned? Why is it so bad? It's a curious creature. They're going to want to know. And because it's been banned, oh, it's tabooed. Let's go and find out what we can about it. And you can't ban the internet. So they're going to go and look on the internet. They are going to find out about critical race theory. It's not like the old days when you could ban all the books in the school and burn the ones that and ban libraries from holding them and all that. You can do all that. There's still the internet, and they're going to go and find out. It's not like the old days where you could just basically erase it within your town, erase all history of something ever even happening or written history, and it's just stories. They've got the internet now, and it's not going to work. It's not going to work. The only thing, it's been banned. Oh, why aren't we allowed to learn about this? And they're going to go and find out. It's going to backfire on him. Hi, LF. Oh, yes, LF. They are lying. North Korea are lying. They do have COVID. They've had COVID all along. But they would not acknowledge that. They will not acknowledge that. In fact, I'm just getting, they've had several outbreaks of several different diseases over the years, including Ebola, which might not make sense, but I just got Ebola jumped right to the front of my brain there. Yeah, they are lying. They are definitely lying. They have COVID. spotted a headline, hundreds of thousands more women tested for ADHD last year, which is, what is it? Attention deficit something. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Then previously, with the proportion of women seeking tests now far outnumbering men. A species especially one that has been in the world as long as we do, we evolve. And I think that this is just our brains changing in some way. That we're all going to, well, not everyone who's around now, but in a few generations, it's just going to be part of being human. So but I'm not a doctor. I just got, it's an evolutionary process goes through my brain, but I'm not a doctor, so don't take that. But it seems to me that we as a species have been here for 50,000 years. Species have died out in that time. New species have come along in that time. We've pretty well been doddering along the same. There's been some changes in that time. And then there's been the social. So there's been some physical changes, and then there's been the social changes and all that sort of stuff. But we can't. It's not the nature. It's not nature's way for things to stay exactly the same for thousands. There are examples, but they're very simple organisms. The simplest of organisms will stay the same for thousands of years. We're not simple organisms. But I'm not a doctor, so I just think that this is going to get, more and more people are going to get this, or are going to be born this way. It's just our brains are changing. But anyway, I'm not a doctor, and that's my personal opinion, entertainment purposes only. The headline caught my eye, and I feel this, yes, but I'm not going to go into it because I don't want, you know, it costs a lot of money. My dad had it. So it's not exactly a new thing, but more and more people are getting it. So that to me says, I mean, it could be environmental. It could be environmental with changes happening to our brains for environmental reasons. But I don't know. It's just so... And I'm not a doctor, and I'm not a ADHD specialist or anything like that. It'd be interesting. Boris Johnson. Is he going to have to resign? And yes, North Korea are lying. They are lying. Okay. Are North Korea lying about the COVID cases? 4 of Cups, but they're very, very dissatisfied, not happy at all. They want to, this is basically the basic thing of manifestation. This is not the start of a new journey for them. This is, they want people to believe this. The other thing about the fool is this dude is often seen as taking a leap of faith, of utmost belief. acting in belief. And that's how North Korea works. You have total belief in your leader. And because they have total belief in him saying that COVID isn't there, they don't look for it. And he would never, ever accept or allow anyone to say any different. And he's trying to fool the world. And the world is not listening. Seven of Pentacles, yes, they are lying. They are lying. Okay? Their health is absolutely suffering. The health of the people is suffering because he will not acknowledge it, totally dissatisfied with it. He expects people to just survive on blind faith, and there are going to be health consequences, remembering that the Pentacles are about health as well. That's one of the things they represent. They can represent money, they can represent mineral resources, other natural resources. They can represent security, as in beefed up security, and they can represent health. Okay. Boris Johnson. What's the next week look like for Boris Johnson? Knight of Wands, restraint. He's got to show something. He's trying to rein the horse back in. The horse is bolting and he's trying to rein it back in, if that makes any sense. The Ace of Pentacles. He's going to be made an offer. I think they're going to put forward resign nicely. You'll have a nice pension. Two of Cups. They're definitely. The news is the Queen is not happy with him. Two of Cups meeting, possibly. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The Empress, definitely. This is, in the simplest form, this is the Queen. She can't order him to resign or anything, but definitely. There's the Seven of Pentacles again, consequences card. Wednesday, Thursday. Oi! Friday. Tower for Boris Johnson. What's Saturday going to look like? And I'm doing this moment. What's on the bottom there? Is that the Queen of Wands? Yeah, that's the Queen of Wands on the bottom. Instinct. Nine of Swords, anxiety. He's going to be going into next Saturday. He's going to. It's like all his nightmares have come true. Yeah, he's in for a rough week. I do feel that it could be before the end of January he might be gone. Will he be gone before the end of January? Will Boris Johnson have resigned before the end of January? Five of Swords, defeat. The Queen of Pentacles. That's a big yes. And the King of Pentacles. That's another big yes. Yeah. For the stability of the nation. Yeah, he's going to be. I'm saying that before the end of January, he's probably going to be gone. Next couple of weeks are going to be really. tough on him. The pressure is up. The pressure is building on him. He's had things are coming at him from all sides. Apart from not getting Brexit done, Theresa May was doing a pretty good job. And I think a lot of them are wishing that they hadn't have pushed her out. Stick a fork in Boris, he's done. Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look at Australia for the next week. Light my candle. And, I've got some, you know how you have, they call it sleep, you know, when you're sleeping and all that, sometimes when you dust and all that sort of stuff gathers in your eye, that it was just irritating me. Stick a fork in Boris, he's done. I actually thought you had an A there for a minute, and I'm saying stick a fuck in Boris. A fuck? What's a fuck? I know what it is here. It's a croacle. Fuck. It's just the way the screen was. I thought it was an A. One of our kings of comedy, Graham Kennedy, his croacle was like fuck, fuck, F-A-R. He did it once too, and then he got kicked off Channel 9 eventually. But he was on Channel 9 for so many years, and it's like, yeah. Hi, Melinda from Solstice Tarot. Hello. Australia. The Temperance card flew out for today. We are struggling to find a balance. Things are just out of control with. Our numbers are still very low here in Western Australia, but they are creeping up and creeping up. We haven't had any doubling of numbers yet, but hugs back. Hi, Bonnie Russell. Whitby. So with got the Temperance card. Find a balance. Struggling to find a balance. Whitby. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yeah. Mummy will give you a treat in a few minutes. When I make myself another coffee in a few minutes, I'll do. Okay. Hi, Gmail5. Tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I think this could be this stupid Djokovic thing. He has it's not getting a lot of sympathy from sports journalists around the world. Even his own government, his own PM has said, we're not going to help you with this. You know the laws of the nation you're going into. So, yeah. Honestly, it's just... Hubby and I almost got into an argument over that, man. I'm convinced that the court's going to uphold the minister's decision. And James is saying, oh, he's got money and he'll just buy his way out of it, blah, blah, blah. And, yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Tuesday, confinement. 8 of Swords. That could be the Premier who took over from Gladys Berejiklian, Damien Perrottet. He's done an awful job. it wouldn't surprise me if parts of New South Wales had to go back into lockdown. 3 of Wands, consequences, definitely. Queen of Cups. Tuesday, Wednesday, consequences. Thursday, Queen of Cups. Trying to re-establish stability. Medication, care. Friday. Trying to juggle things. We've had shortages in our, we're starting to feel them over here too now with supply chain problems because of COVID. Trying to juggle things. Suspension freeze, Saturday. Like the whole country goes into pause. Ooh, we're in for an interesting week. We're in for a very interesting week. We've passed 1 million people who have had COVID. Now, that is like 1/27th of the population, which is hang on. 3.7% of our population. Does that make sense? Hang on. Yeah, 3.7% of our population. Three of Swords. I'm going to sort of start feeling really, really angry. The problem is, I understand people wanting to be able to make decisions for themselves. When there's 27 million other people can be affected by your decision in one way or another. Sometimes you just feel like it gets to you, doesn't it? It gets to you. It really does. Let's have a look at Canada for the next week. What's that? 7 of Wands. Stand up and defend. Now that makes sense. Boundaries, set boundaries, because Canada has shut borders or something with the US, haven't they? I just saw it earlier. Something about Canada and good on them. Three of Swords. Canada's, they're going to be feeling a lot of heartbreak. Where did I see that thing on Canada? That's what my husband's doctor told us the other day. Two of Swords, crossroads time in Canada. On Monday. Yeah, lots of swords for Canada this week. We've got the Knight of Swords, chaos, the time of chaos is coming for this week. We're only doing a week. The High Priestess, but it's going to feel like everything's out of control. But Tuesday it's going to feel like everything's out of control. But there are some strategies. There are some strategies that can be used and will be probably brought into play. Okay. Hi, Aria song. By Wednesday, Thursday. But here's the swords again, 8 of Swords. But it is. Canada's, you guys aren't going to get out of your houses anytime this week. Okay. Restrictions and stuff like that. It's very much part of Canada's week. Thursday. This is just for the next few days. Okay, the Page of Pentacles. There's going to be a lot of dissatisfaction, a lot of unrest happening. There might even be a few disruptions. So this could end up with a few protests around the place. Wow, you've got the same for Saturday as we have, which is just like everything on pause. Everything on pause. Like things being turned upside down a bit. Interesting. But you know what? Canada's part of the Commonwealth. We're part of the Commonwealth. Is this pause to do with England? What's this pause to do with? You know, I said no, the Queen hasn't died. But it's like the whole country goes into stops. And Australia and Canada got the same card for next Saturday. Hierophant. Definitely an institution. There could be something with the royal family. Trinity. It's not minor celebration. I don't think it would be minor celebration if, say, the Queen passes or something, but there's definitely something happening. Because it's in 2 Commonwealth countries, I'm going to use a different deck and I'm going to read on another Commonwealth country, New Zealand, for the next week. And I'm going to be using a different deck. Because I've used the same deck for Australia and Canada. So I'm going to get a different deck Because I can't see it just being COVID. Ford, he's the Premier of Ontario. Elections are in June. Do I still see him there? I think I did a reading on him that, yeah, he might still possibly be there. Now, so I'm getting a different deck, okay, to see if Connolly deck, I think. I think it'll be close, but June's a fair way out. So, yeah. Okay. I'm going to have a look at the next week for New Zealand. Now, I've got a different deck. I've got the Connolly deck out now. It's a different deck, and I'm going to clear it and clear the... Just wave that flame too to give a general clear. New Zealand in the next week. Now, what I'm doing is I'm pulling the cards out. So, what have we got here? We've got Nine of Cups on the bottom. So, a pretty fruitful week for New Zealand overall. Sunday. Feeling a little bit, yeah, a bit concerned, a bit out in the cold. Yeah, the great concern here is that it's like they're not sure of the future with this volcano. So that's very much on their mind. Five of Pentacles. So, so they feel like they know from their own experience how hard it can be to, and how isolated that these events can make you feel. So there's, yeah, Monday, the world. Okay, they're going to be feeling a little bit more sure by tomorrow about events, because this volcano, this eruption is a world event. It's affecting a lot of places in the world, or possible effect. The Chariot. Okay, so moving forward. So there's some big impact things. So changes, moving forward. This could also be a bit of disruption if there were momentum on Tuesday with the Chariot towards something. Okay, Wednesday, we've got the Three of Pentacles standing up, working. Okay, I do feel like there may be a bit of an effort happening with New Zealand, Australia, and somebody else, part of a team, having joined part of a team by then. It could be to help the people of Tonga. Thursday, the moon, hidden thing coming to light, something coming to the surface even. So there's some high impact things with New Zealand this week. Friday, King of Cups, talks with the US possibly. Crossroads with New Zealand. So they didn't get the Hangman. What's this crossroads about? Okay, secrets coming about, feeling a bit gaslighted. Okay, there might be some talks with the US about something. You know, New Zealand and the US quite often have quite a few differences. So there might be a few, you know, this is not good enough. New Zealand's part of the Five Eyes Agreement. New Zealand's got some, I think the volcano is a real concern for New Zealand this week. So they're going to be pretty caught up in that. But there's definitely going to be. And the hangman was quite far into the deck. So, so I'm just shuffling the card here. I am James. He might hang on. He might. I'll have a look closer to June for that. Okay. From memory, the reading I did on 4th, it's close, and there's a chance he'll. Hang on. Let's have one last look for Saturday. A crossroads time next Saturday for New Zealand. Temperance. Okay. Trying to find a new balance. So that's interesting because Australia opened with temperance in their reading. Interesting. Very interesting. But New Zealand's got quite a bit going on for it this week and some high impact things. And they might even be feeling some more activity, volcanic activity, earthquake activity there. They have both, unfortunately. Okay, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to very quickly for a couple of minutes go and make myself a fresh coffee. Say hello to little Whitby. I have said hello to him this morning and give him a treat and stuff. So I will be back in a couple of minutes. And then we will move on. The British Home Office. What is going on there? And unrest in the UK. Is there going to be unrest in the UK? So be back in a couple of minutes. Come on in, Whitby. Come here and say hello. Keep mummy company for a little bit. Hey? How's it going? Hey? You good? Yeah, I know. He's not here. What Uncle Dennis is? What did get Uncle Dennis some stuff? Hey? What's that stuff, Uncle Dennis? Oh, Daisy, what are you doing there? Hey, what are you doing there? You want to come say hello? You want to come say hello to people? Come on. Let's go say hello. Yeah. Hey. Say hello, everyone. Say hello, everyone. Yeah, you're going to say hello to everyone? Here's Whitby. Yeah. Say hello. Hello. Yeah. He's getting a little bit older. He's sleeping a bit more than he used to. Hi, Linda B. Yeah. Thank you. Sending love and light your way too. Thank you, MJ. Mm-hmm. So here's Whitby. We're having a cuddle one night. Coffees. Yes. Mm-hmm. This is the quietest he's been for a while. But he is adorable. He's the sweetest little doggy. We have had people who just do not like dogs at all fall in love with Whitby. And we hate dogs. We can't stand dogs. But Whitby is so special. And he's so sweet. And they just fall in love with him. And they say, if we had a Whitby, you know, he's a very special little boy, aren't you, darling? He's a calming centre. He's a very calming centre. He is gorgeous. We love our Whitby very much. He's such an important part of our world. Aren't you, darling? Okay. Do you want a treat? Mummy will give you a treat. You want something? You want something? Happy. Yeah? You want outside? Come on. This way, Whitby. Outside. Don't look at me like that. No. Come on. It's outside time. Come on. Come on. Come on, you cheeky little bugger. No. Oh, sweetheart. It's outside time. It's outside time for you. Not too hot, is it? No? Not too hot. There we go. Out you go. Come on. Here you go. Wait, all right. Just for a couple of minutes. Oh, sweetheart. What's going on? Where are you? Where are you, Whitby? Come on, sweetheart. Whitby. Whitby. Mum's got a treat. Come on. Whitby. Whitby. Sweetheart, he's not here. No, I know, sweetie. What's wrong? Whitby. Hi, Miss Annie. Whitby is refusing to go outside. He's checked the whole house. You can see James isn't here, and he's sitting in the front room on the spare chair in there, and he's just refusing to go outside. Okay. Yeah. Don't know what's going on, but I'll check on him in a little bit. Yeah. That's my microwave. I'm just going to check on that. Okay. You want Mummy to come? No, Mummy's got stuff to do. How about you come sit with Mummy? Come on. Come sit over at the desk with Mummy. No, Mummy's not going to sit in the front room with you. But you can sit with Mummy. Okay? Come here, Whitby. You can sit here. Here. Why don't you sit on this, sweetheart? There you go. Why don't you sit on this? There you go. That's for you. You can sit next to Mummy. He won't go out, so yeah, odd, but I feel like he wants to be with me. He can be with me, can't you, sweetheart? You let me know. You ready to go out now? Is that Daddy? It is.
Hey, buddy.
Hi. He refused to go out. He was looking. He was looking for you. He was looking for you. And
you still broadcasting?
Yeah. He went and he sat on the spare seat in the front room.
Oh, baby.
He
In my little show. Hey, I'll just do this, but I'll just tell you, I've got news on the radio that a massage parlour in Ashdale has been visited by 2 COVID positive patrons, but contact tracing is proving impossible because nobody has left their correct details.
Oh my goodness! Oh, I was just getting really worried then because he wouldn't leave. Well, James is home. I've been finding that he's just a broken record. How many people are there?
Yeah, made me chuckle. Where are you, baby?
Come on. You going to take him for a drive?
Yeah, I am. I'm going to take him round.
He would not leave. He would not leave me.
Of course he wouldn't. Whippy, come here. Where are you, mate?
Try the front room.
Devious thing.
He's not devious.
Hey, where are you? There you are.
Oh, honestly, when animals act, you know, he's a sweetheart. But normally he'll go out and he's happy to grab a treat and go out. Staying around like that, that is like wanting to, you know, they're sensitive. Might have to make a few phone calls later. Yeah, he wanted his daddy. Maybe he felt he was going to be here soon. I mean, it was only in the last couple of minutes. So James would have been like only a couple of kilometres away. I don't know, but yeah. But you know how sensitive animals can be. It can be, yeah, when they do things like that, it can be a little bit, is there something to worry about? And, yeah. They're saying 20,000. I don't think so. Cars are lined up 25 miles trying to get in. Are there 20,000 people? Are there 20,000 people? Yes. $20,000 people exposed. It's going to be a super spreader event. Oh, God. I tell you what, these red states, if a Democrat tried to have a rally, they would say no gatherings of people for health reasons. Is this going to be a super spreader event? What came flying out? Crossroads. This is a tipping point event. Why is this a tipping point event? Tell me more. Guide to the highest truth and compassion. Please tell me more. Why is this rally a tipping point event? People are, he's just saying the same thing over and over, and they're like, families. It's like the end of a cycle for him and his family, whole families. Judge. What's he saying? Same old stuff. They want to hear new stuff from him and they're not getting it. Greedy merchant. Whew. Yeah, so he wouldn't budge. He would not budge. He would not go outside. He checked the front room. I let him into James's model hobby room in the center of the house there, so he could see that Daddy wasn't there. He wouldn't move. He would not go outside. He decided he was going to wait in the front room. And then he came out and he sat next to me for a couple of minutes. Wow. Okay. Let's have a look at the British Home Office. What is going on there? They seem to be making some really, really bad decisions and choices. What's going on with the British Home Office?
Sit, boy.
Did you stop at Dennis's for a while, or just go straight down and come straight back up? I think by the looks of it.
Sit. Come on, boy. been doing this for a long time.
Sweetie?
Why should I see these? I've already got one. Okay. Well,
He's not going out, is he?
There you go. He knows the deal.
Well, I think as he gets older, you
Yeah.
called me a couple of times, sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine.
I think as he gets older, we might have to start getting him indoor trained.
More what?
Indoor trained.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so all that is quite disruption for a while because of a dog but you know, they're our fur babies, they mean so much. So let's have a look at the British Home Office. What's going on there? Overindulgence. Things, overindulgence. Thank you, Crazy Cat Lady Farley. Restrictions. They've like painted themselves into a corner in some way with the 8 of Swords. Oh, that's the 10 of Swords. That's that's the 10 of Swords. So they're coming to an end of something, and it's a long dark night of the soul for the British Home Office. What is going on there? I think this is like scandal. Linda G was looking at that stuff with Putin and the false flag operations and all that, the stuff that came out of it. That's really interesting. I might have a look at it. Page of Cups. Emotional news about the Home Office. What is going on with the British Home Office? King of Cups. Six of Pentacles, quid pro quo, deals. Strategy, but strategy's backfiring. What's the British Home Office got to do with Biden? I think is there going to be a big scandal? Now, this is the Fool card. It's like wanting right back and being reset to zero. And it's interesting with this Fool card because he's at a crossroads. He's not walking to the cliffs. He's walking away from the cliffs, at a crossroads. What is going on with the British Home Office? Wow. It seems to me that they are overstepping their authority. There's a lot going on there. Harry is offering to spend his own money for protection yes, it's police protection, but he's offering to pay for that resource, not put it not put that burden into the hands of the British public and taxpayers. And they're saying, no, you can't. What's going on? Wow. Secret lies and spies coming to light. Oh, big scandal coming. Oh, lots of anxiety with the 9 of Swords. Again, you've got that long dark night of the soul. A change. Now we've got 2 major arcana card here, plus another one with the Fool. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Things are going to be a change with the Home Office. Secrets, lies, and spies. King of Wands, new leadership is needed. Wow. The truth coming out. I think the Home Secretary is going to get a kick up the butt. Really interesting. I think be prepared for news from the British Home Office in the next couple of months. Now, there's a lot of major arcana there, which time-wise a bit further in the future. So don't expect things to explode tomorrow. But there's definitely something going down there, and it's high impact stuff, and it's going to be a scandal. And it might even cause tension. Will this cause tensions with America? I'm getting yes. And also Putin. Oh, we've got the Five of Wands, which is tension, debate, kerfuffle, and Seven of Cups, gaslighting, lies, and other secrets, lies, and spies. King of Cups, false knight, definitely a spy. There is going to be, America's going to say, no. No. There could even be questions asked in Congress about this. Wow. Or Parliament. That's Parliament. There's definitely going to be questions asked in Parliament. Whoa, what a rip snorter. What a rip snorter that was. Unrest in the UK. Cleanse the cards over the flame. I think Harry is feeling some pressure to come back into the fold. Because his uncle is just basically being ripped out completely. And I'm seeing him going back and forth more. And I'm getting Meghan is not so much over to England occasionally, but more in Canada, like taking over some patronage of things in Canada. So they might step back into that, but still be based in the US and on their terms. So Meghan being there for things in Canada. Canada took them in and stuff. Children. They want their family, they want their kids a more solid base and out of the toxic atmosphere of the royal things. So they don't want their kids so much exposed to that toxic atmosphere at this stage. But yeah. Okay. Is there going to be some unrest in the UK? Hello. Wow. Whitby, come sit with Mummy. Whitby. Yeah, we're going to make him, you know, bring him more into the house for a long time. He's been, since he was a puppy, he has been an outside dog. One of his functions was to act as, you know, I know he's only little, but he's a big guard dog at heart.
Come on, little one. You've had three.
But he is getting older, and I think he's starting to feel the differences in his whole really so we're going to start. Yeah, I think it might be a bit too hot out there. What's the temperature?
I don't know. 32 tops today.
Really?
Yeah. I think he's okay though. In the patio area, it's quite cool.
It says 29.
Yeah, that'd be about right.
But he's getting older, but there is some humidity. He's just feeling things a bit more.
Yeah, he's getting old.
Okay, is there going to be some unrest in the UK? That's on the bottom with the sun, so that's a yes. Hierophant institution, really unrest, unhappy with the government. Oh, yeah, it's going to be, that's, it's like in defense, the institutional, and the world, their place in the world. There's people who are stirring up trouble. They're going to try and stir up some trouble about the monarchy, institutional. But honestly, what lays ahead for those people is defeat. UK's place in the world. There are some strategies. The High Priestess, secrets and lies. There's a few people around who want to create some trouble. Ace of Pentacles, and they're being given some tools and opportunity to do so. Four of Swords, but I'll tell you what, it's not going to go anywhere. There's going to be definite attempts to stir up trouble and unrest. It's part of a wider thing, I think. That they're going to disappear into the background, and I think this could be part of diversionary tactics. Yeah, definitely. Attempts to stir up chaos in the UK. Things go to help pot in the UK. It's going to take a lot of resources. Divert a lot from other people. Put them out in the cold. Where's Cameo? Oh, she's around. She's around. She's probably curled up on one of her favourite seats. Quite a few swords here. 9 of Swords. A lot of anxiety. So there's going to be some efforts to stir up trouble in the UK. There's already trouble. There's already protests and stuff happening, and there's going to be more of that. It's Putin behind a lot of this crap. Remember, the US intelligence have. Hi, Deborah O'Neill. I'll ask that question. But is Putin behind a lot of this crap? Hi, Dan Orshaw. Hi, Renee. Is Putin behind a lot of this crap? I'm just going to draw cards off the top now. Oh, that's a big yes. Look at the squirrel. 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 Ooh, no, Russia has nothing to do with it. Squirrel. He's already disrupted the European Union, the family there, wants to disrupt even further. And he's behind a lot of the misinformation and with the right-wing people. Yeah, he's trying to stir up chaos. Definitely Putin. Yeah. The Emperor, he wants the USSR back. But you know what's facing Putin? Defeat. This is what's facing Putin. Okay, so we'll get a new deck and we'll have a look at Robin Blanc. Yes, I know. We sent out some energy earlier to some hopeful and energy that hopefully that will be resolved. So is Trump finally going to face justice soon? We'll send out another burst of healing and positive energy that this situation in Texas in the synagogue will be resolved. Thank you, guides. Guides of the highest truth and compassion, please help me find some clarity, insight, and objectivity into the situation with Donald Trump. Will he be indicted? I'm getting seditious conspiracy. 8 of Cups, abandonment. Now that's not abandonment of that. He's abandonment. Whoa. Dereliction of duty. You know, remember Liz Cheney? Hi, Anne. Hey, how are you? Yeah, because they're red states. Democratic states won't allow it on. Liz Cheney was saying dereliction of duty. He was the commander-in-chief, therefore a member of the armed forces. Dereliction of duty is a grave charge, abandoning his post. Don't be surprised if there's something comes out about that. What else is there? He abandoned the American people. Queen of Wands. This is the 1-6 investigation on the right shoulder. On the left shoulder, sorry, on the right shoulder. King of Wands, him. The long dark night of the soul is coming to an end. Energy coming at him with blunt force. Nine of Cups. That is the wish come true card. Achieving what they want to achieve. And the Four of Swords on Trump's side. Retreat. I do feel like it's coming close. I won't say when, but the momentum is picking up and he's going to be hit with quite a lot of stuff. quite a wide variety, including dereliction of duty. There will be consequences. Yes, he's not going to avoid it. Hi, human generic. And there will be celebration. Is he going to try and flee the country? Let's have a look. We see him do the perp walk. Is he going to try and flee the country? Ace of Wands. That's a yes. The Empress. He's got several places lined up, but Nine of Wands, embattlement, vigilance, like a shield, holding up a shield. He's gonna try and flee the country and go somewhere where he can feel protected and other people can. The Empress, it could be Saudi Arabia or somewhere like that, or a sultanate, somewhere. King of Pentacles, somewhere where there's a corrupt leader. So will he succeed? That's the other question. The High Priestess. That's a maybe card. That's not a clear yes. They've got strategies. They know he's going to try and flee. Will they catch him? 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, the whole family, several members of the family are going to try and flee. The 10 of Pentacles. But no, this is also a yes card. I said, will they catch him? Yes. Do you think he will flee to Israel? Well, that would not be good for Israel because that would damage Israel's relationship with the US, and that's something they don't want to damage. The World card. I don't think it matters where he goes. The US will track him down, even if they can't get him out of a country, like extradite him. They will, and even if he moves from country to country, they will know where he's gone. Why flee the country if you've done nothing wrong? Of course, there'll be like political blah, 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 blah. No. There's a big blow coming to him, a big blow. I do feel there's going to be indictment. I do feel that possibly I do feel like Letitia James might get there, or what's his name? The new guy that took over from Cy Vance. He was very sly, wasn't he? He let it be known that, yes, they were still looking at it. He hadn't had a chance to read everything yet. He was, hi, Sophie. You fell asleep. That doesn't matter, sweetheart. Yeah. But you want to, this is thing is you want him to stick. Will New York get him first? The Magician, that's yes. New York's going to get him first. Will Georgia then get him? 3 of Wands, that's a yes. Then Georgia's going to lay it on him. Then will the DC? That's, yeah, DC, they've got all their own charges they want to lay on him as well. Federal government. 9 of Pentacles, yeah. One by one, yeah, the federal government, the DOJ, they're building their case and they've got a very, very strong case. One by one. So I'm looking at New York, Georgia, DC, federal government. They're just, I think they're, hi Sandra Henderson. I think that they're letting the states have their go first. But is he going to flee? There's a good chance he's going to run away. But they will not let, and I'll tell you what, they will not leave his family alone. If his family's still in the US, they will not leave his family alone. New York will go after his family. What's going to happen to Alan Dershowitz? Oh, that douchebag. Let's see. Haven't heard from him in a while, nor Rudy either. Interesting questions. Maureen Howe. And hi, Sandra. And hello, Maureen. Alan Dershowitz. What's going on with him? Hi, Michelle. Hi, Patricia Franzino. Dershowitz, Page of Pentacles, talking about money, disruption. His whole life is about to be totally disruptive. There's going to be news coming out about him. Hi to everyone who's lurking, my lovely lurkers. If Trump flees, he can be tried in absentia. I think he will be, yes. I think he will be. But we're looking at Dershowitz, so, and then I'll have a look, okay, at that question. Dershowitz, disruptions, news about him, money coming out, and disruption for him. Oh, 3 of Swords. His challenge to his situation is going to be heartbreak and betrayal. 4 of Swords, retreat. The best thing he can do is just stay in the background and stay quiet. That's all he can do. If he makes a big fuss, it'll just hit the news. 6 of Wands. At the base of this is vindication. Vindication, hey? Of what? Of him? No. Vindication of suspicions? I think Ghislaine Maxwell's got something to say about Dershowitz. Outcome for Dershowitz. Oh, movement, momentum. What do they say in Monty Python and the Holy Grail? Run away! Run away! He might try and skip the country. To a sunny clime. Don't be surprised if he goes on a trip and doesn't come back. He's definitely setting himself up for a change. And 3 major arcana. That old lech's probably going to skip the country and go somewhere. There's definitely some big changes coming for him. But this could be momentum, out of control, exposure, and the Wheel of Fortune. Is he going to end up in court? Is he going to be indicted? Oh, he's really worried about being indicted. King of Cups. Oh, I'm getting his mental stability is not very good. I don't think, honestly, place in the world, a change, the completion of one cycle of life and start of another. There's some big changes happening for him. Exposure, losing control. You know what? I don't think he's well. I think he's, I honestly don't think that Dershowitz will be fit to stand trial. I think he may be going a wee bit gaga. Heartbreaking. This could be heartbreaking news for him. And he just needs to rest. I hate to say it, but Dershowitz just, they could bring charges against him, but I don't think he'd be declared fit to stand trial. I do think that he's probably well into the slide into dementia and stuff. Oh, you'd be surprised. He was fully in full control of his faculties when he did whatever it was he did with his underwear on. I love that. But I don't think that he's 1,000 years old, and I really don't think he's going to be found fit for trial. I really wouldn't spend any more of your energy getting angry about this man because, you know. Hi, Katie. How are you? Rudy Giuliani. Let's have a look at Rudy Giuliani. Trump's going to throw him under a bus. Rudy Giuliani. He is fit to stand trial. Oh, please, Maureen, how do not put that picture into my head. Oh, God. Oh, peeking winkies. Oh, yuck. Oh. Oh. Oh, no. Peeking winkies. That's all I've got now. Oh, my God. Let's have a look. I can have a look at Rupert Murdoch. But let's have a look at Rudy Giuliani. Oh, first, Anne H. Runningsoff, you are, if Trump flees, will he be tried in absentia? We'll go yes or no on that. Consequences for his actions. 6 of Wands, they're both yes cards. And they will feel it as indication of going after him. And 2 of Cups, yes. Yeah, he will be. They're only minor arcana, but they're very definite yeses. And it will be. You don't think you have absentia in the US? On the basis of the accused has a right to face their accuser? Let's have a look. USA. Trial in absentia. They might change the rules. Trial in absentia is a criminal proceeding in the court of law in which the person who is subject to it is not physically present at these positions. Conviction in a trial in which a defendant is not present to answer charges is held to be a violation of natural charges. Under what circumstances may a defendant be tried in? Okay, I'm taking it this is the Cornell University. So US Rule 43 of the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure, and this is from Cornell University, with the presence of the defendant, deals with the presence of the defendant during the proceedings against him. If presently permits a defendant to be tried in absentia only in non-capital cases where the defendant has voluntarily absented himself after the trial has begun. So you do have it. Okay. Troll alert, guys. Okay. Okay, and when not required, unless this rule, Rule 5 or Rule 10 provides otherwise, the defendant must be present, okay, at the initial appearance, every stage of the trial, sentencing. Okay, when it is not required, the defendant is an organisation represented by a counsel, yep, misdemeanor offence, yep, conference or hearing of a legal question, sentence correction, waiving continued presence, yeah. Yeah, so he has to at least be present. Thank you, Michelle Mabel. Yes, he will. He's going to lose everything. But you know what? Trump, they'll still go for Trump because organisation. So if he skips the country, they'll still be able to go after Trump org. That's not going to matter. Well, this is Legal Information Institute, so he's not a king. So, but he is a citizen, and therefore he has the rights of a citizen. So, yeah. Yeah. His organisation will still be stripped bare. Everything, the family, everything. They're all going to be stripped bare. The whole family can flee the country, and they'll still all be able to be tried with anything to do. No, not if they're born in the US. So they wouldn't be able to try him on the federal crimes. Okay. Now I'm just pulling 3 cards on Trump. Here's 1-6. The Queen of Wands. The Tower. They've got a really big blow coming towards him. It's a big blow. Page of Wands. Someone is talking. They are standing in defense of their nation and setting new boundaries. This is the 1/6 committee, Biden. The towel moment, it's definitely going to prove, this towel moment is definitely going to prove once and for all that Biden was. It's going to dispel the big lie finally. Somebody is going to be talking, and it's going to give them everything they need. Is he going to succeed in skipping the country? No. Well, it's a maybe, but everything's going to be frozen. He's not going to be able to go anywhere. In fact, it might even come to it that, I saw it sort of running like a little film in front of my eyes the other day when we were talking about his Secret Service agents. And I saw it then, and I saw the same thing now. A new group of Secret Service agents are going to be coming in, and the old lot are going to be replaced. They're not going to let him go anywhere. I don't see Israel letting him stay. I just don't see it. Rupert Murdoch. What's going to happen with Rupert Murdoch? Well, get a new deck out. I'll do a read on Rupert Murdoch, guys. No, the states are not going to agree to that change. Sorry, I accidentally hit the wrong thing there. Anything can happen in this Pluto return. I'm not quite sure what all that means because I'm, with the astrology, it's Rupert Murdoch. Let's have a look at Rupert Murdoch. This is a man who what have you been doing? Cleaning up the back? Yeah. Or have you been putting your plastic up?
Oh, good boy.
Sweet.
I was fitting the steering collar.
Oh, great.
Hot out there.
It's hot out there.
Oh,
Well, this is federal law, amendments to federal law. So that's just federal law. So there could be some changes to federal law, but yeah. Thanks, Linda B. Yeah. I don't think you need to change the Constitution to change federal law. I think it would have to go to, hi Edna May, I think it would have to go to the Supreme Court for a ruling if he does flee. So, okay, so Rupert Murdoch, what's going on with him? The lovers. Why has he got the lovers? Reaffirmation of relationships. What's his? Ooh, this is his shadow card. Restriction. So why has he got the lovers? What's that about? We'll find out more as we go along, won't we? What's his challenge? Oh, quid pro quo deals. Balancing the books. Entertainment purposes only. Oh, what's in his advice for his future is you're going to be facing a huge load of loss. And you're just going to have to get over it and move on from it. What's this Lover's card about? What's at the base of this reading? Details. I'm getting money again. It's all in the books. It's all in the details. What is the outcomes for Rupert Murdoch? What's going on there? A change with the wheel. He's got a big major change coming towards him. But is it a good change? Bad change? Doesn't seem like it's the best change. Family split. He and Lachlan have very different ideas about Fox News. Is it Lachlan? Yeah, definitely family again. Changes with the family. Is Rupert Murdoch going to be done for embezzlement? There's definitely a chance of that. This is a whistleblower and someone who's really going to disappoint him. Thank you, Anne. Big tower coming up for Rupert. Big tower coming up for Rupert. What has he been doing? And a real burden, a real struggle in the end of a cycle. Yeah, the end of one journey, the beginning of another, and it's a big, big life change. So he's got some big changes coming. What is this Lovers about? Bribes, deals, bribes. Thank you, Michelle Mabel. Thank you again. What's Lovers about? This about bribes. It's about defeat, people walking away from abuse of power. That's a classic abuse of power card. And look at this on the bottom of this deck. This is the clarifications deck. Look at what's on the bottom there. Frozen. I think Rupert Murdoch might be in a whole shitload of trouble. And the family again. Influence. And it's going to, abuse, power, family abuse. Momentum. There is momentum gaining. This is not just Congress. This is parliamentary. Now, he has Sky News over here. And he's already faced a Senate inquiry over here. The Sky News has already faced a Senate inquiry over here. I think there's going to be parliamentary inquiries in the UK. There's going to be Senate or House inquiries in the US. Is the Murdoch empire about to crumble? Yes or no? Transition happening. Thank you, Sheila. Big transition. This is a maybe. So they're heading for troubled waters. Consequences. Now this is 2 decks that I'm using here. Consequences for financial stuff. Are they going to face? Is it going to crumble? Is the greedy merchant? Yes. Stuff that came out reversed. Yes. Yeah. Reversed it strictly no, but no. Hi, Ali and DB. Stuart, right? Oh yeah, the leader of the Oath Keepers and the same vermin that led over 12 years ago at the Bundy Ranch in North. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's going to be tied into a few things. His wife, who helped found the Oath Keepers, she was like, she left him. She said he was taking the organisation in a way it was never supposed to be. It was never supposed to be political. It was never supposed to be affiliated to right or left. It was also always supposed to be independent and anti-government either way. And she left him in 2018, and she spoke to a reporter. And did you hear the story about the eye patch? You know, the eye patch, because it appeared a few years back. And it was actually, she said, about that time everything started to go south with it and him. And yes, he was in the army and stuff like that, but he was never particularly very good with guns. Terrible shot. Really more of a danger with a gun than without it. More of a danger with the gun. Apparently, somehow he managed to drop a gun or mishandle a gun. It went off and it shot him in the eye. And that's how he ended up with the blind eye and the eye patch. He shot himself. He shot his own eye out by accident. Well, if he's found to have been, I think he could be stripped of his retirement benefits if he's found guilty of seditious conspiracy. Will he be stripped of his pension? Yes. Yes. If he's found guilty, and they won't do it until he's found guilty, but if he's found guilty, he will be stripped of all his benefits and pension. Oh, don't you worry about Flynn. Don't worry about Michael Flynn or Charles Flynn either. Yeah, he was teaching a gun safety class. I'm sorry. It's just too hilarious. I mean, I'm not a horrible person. I'm glad he didn't kill himself, accidentally kill himself. But honestly, it's like, okay, let's have a look at Rudy Giuliani. What's going on with him? I got diverted from him to pay for her divorce. She had it back in 2018. She had it back in 2018. I think she said, you know, he took it so completely away from what it was meant to be. Okay, Rudy Giuliani. Shoddy. So many years of work, so many years of building his reputation, doing so much good, clearing so much crap out of New York, being there after 9/11. So many years have just been wiped away by him being shoddy work. He should have told Trump, look, I've been mates with you for years, but no, I'm not getting involved with you in any way. But no, shoddy work. And he's really feeling that. In the Connolly deck, you see the old guy. I'll see if I can find it. He's there. He's elderly. He's looking up from working on his oh, goodness me. I picked the deck up out of the box and look what was on the bottom of it. The Eight of Pentacles. And that's the card I was talking about. He's looking up there and he's got this sad, almost wistful expression. I've done all this, but at what cost? I have no one left. I have no one left. And look at what's underneath that with materialism, the devil. Repeated mistakes. Wow. So it's like, I have no one left. I have no one. Yes, his son's still there and stuff, but he turned from a figure of wisdom and respect into this shallow, conceited, stupid person. Hi, Viviane. It was all pretty quiet, wasn't it? I think that anything was going to happen, it was being tramped down. The challenge for Giuliani is going to be finding support from people because he doesn't have a lot of people left on his side. His own granddaughter has said, I can't. Love you, Granddad, but I can't. No. You know? His future, he's definitely going to be out in the cold. So his challenge is finding support. His future is very lonely out in the cold future. His son's political aspirations, they're not going to go anywhere. They're not going to go anywhere because of his father. At the base of this, there's still stuff to come out about Giuliani. Yeah, no, his son, yeah, it's not going to go anywhere with his son. At the base of this, there's more stuff. He's got a lot of stuff in the way and it's going to be coming out. And he's really got to step very, very carefully. I got he's not going to make it to trial. His outcome in the end, long dark night of the soul. yay, I escaped trial, but I'm not going to foresee anything, but I have an idea that before they get there, he might be gone. Hi, NW. How are you, Annie? Quid pro quo. There's going to be so much come out about him. His memory is going to be stained forever. This is laundering, doing favours for people. Everything they thought that he did for good was also done for another reason. The family is not going to be able to get away from this. All the stuff that's going to come out about him. Don't be surprised if there's a few name changes. Temperance. Trying to find a new balance. They're going to be so knocked off balance. They're going to be struggling to come to terms with things. Trying to come to terms with things. Oh, that's great. Everything's good over your way. Anne lives in New South Wales. Yeah, the disruption. And there's also going to be disruption, financial disruption, lots of disruption. And the young people, they're going to find it hard. It's like, oh God, you know. Honestly, this man, this is going to be generational impact. Generational impact. The whole bigger picture is going to emerge. And that family's going to, you know, there are people in the family who do not deserve the stain that's going to be on them. Yeah. You're getting wound up, Sheila. Sheila, take some deep breaths, my darling. Come on. Take some deep breaths. They have. And this particular one, the Giuliani name is going to be mud. It's going to be mud. It's going to be mud. His grandchildren are still going to be carrying this. Great-grandchildren, they'll probably be able to. Yeah, but it's a generational thing. You adore me. Thank you, sweetheart. How about, before I wrap up, I'm going to go and grab a deck of oracle cards from the back shelf there, and let's have a 3 card thing. You'll move to Mexico. On how to deal with when we get wound up. So coming over here. Looking at my decks. I'm thinking the Elemental Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. She's one of my favorites as well. She's really cool. She does the Queen of the Moon Oracle cards as well. So the Elemental Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. But yeah. Hi. Shelby Lisa, hello. Shelby Lisa's mum joined us yesterday. Eleanor, isn't it? That was so cool. And then yesterday I had my Not Quite Friday the 13th spooky special. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. So let's have a look at unwinding. Human generic, did I say hello? Oh, and your daughter's through COVID now. Yeah. I'm so glad she had fun. So let's have a look at 3 cards on unwinding. 3 cards on unwinding. God's the greatest truth and compassion, universal spirit. Thank you for your guidance and your help today. Why don't you ask you for one last piece of advice? Please give us 3 cards on unwinding. Oh, thank you, Anne H. Thank you. Well, I'm your sister in spirit. Okay. Wow, very different. Let's see. We have voice, speaking your word. That's the first card. We have snow, silence. And then we have speed, movement. Very interesting. First, I'll do my impressions. Voice, speaking your word. This person, she has opened herself up, and it's like she's screaming at the universe, just letting that frustration out. And you can sort of, you can sort of see this light thing. It's coming from behind her head, but it still looks like it's coming from her mouth. So she's releasing all that, like that steam, and she's opened herself up. Then no, silence. You've done that. You've opened yourself up. You've let it all out. The snow, the stillness, sitting quietly, stillness, and then letting all those noises fade away, and just sitting and imagining yourself. And after you've let it out, let yourself sit for a moment and let yourself sink into stillness and silence. Oh, that is such good news. Thank you, Sheila, for letting us know that. And then, after you've done that, you've found that silence, that stillness, okay, because you've let it out, you've voiced that frustration. Speed, movement. There's other things to do in the world. Then let yourself be bogged down by frustration and stuff. So move on quickly, basically. Let it out. Give yourself a few minutes to find yourself settled down into that calm place of silence and stillness. And then, woohoo, I've got other stuff to do, and get on with it. Pretty much that. So let's have a look what Stacey has to say in her book. Okay? That's what I get from the cards. 25, voice. Speaking your word. Speak your word. Use your voice. Speak up. Sing your song out to the universe. It's often not what you say, but how you say it. Speak plainly and tell your story. So cool. The voice is an air-powered instrument. Okay, a lot of people just use their throat. And I am really frustrated. I want to get it all out. But when you use your diaphragm, you let it out. Let it out. I love that. The vocal cords vibrate, making audible pulses that are adjusted to the muscles and the larynx and giving unique variety in pitch and tone. That sound is further filtered by the lips, cheek, and facial muscles, as well as the position of the neck and chest. Every person's voice is quite unique because of the combinations of their physiology, although we do like to mimic others for fun. Don't mimic what other people are saying. Let out your story, not somebody else's. Let it out in your voice, not somebody else's. Okay? Speak your truth, not somebody else's. Don't let others speak for you. Okay. Snow, silence. And just know that your voice is one of many that is rising up. And take that with you. Snow, silence, 34. Allow yourself to soften. Don't speak just for the sake of it. You do not need to issue an opinion on everything. Choose your words carefully. Sometimes observing is the best way to gain information and trust. Silentium, be quiet. To me, snow always equals silence. When it snows, the environmental sound is dull and muffled. There is a sense of quiet and contemplation if you allow yourself the time to be out in the snow with few people around. There are few environments in modern life that offer such quiet. So find that quiet. Okay? .42, speed and movement. Celeritium, swiftness, velocity. Movements, so this is speed, movement. Savor the experiences of your life. Be mindful and aware of the speed in which you do activities such as eating and working out. Do not waste time, but understand that the discernment of taking quality time. So, yeah, move on with things and don't waste time brooding over all this, but still allow yourself that quality time to find that stillness when you need it. So, there we go. I hope that that's given you some interesting ideas on what was the word? Unwinding. Some help with unwinding. Yeah. Okay, guys, I am going to wrap it up now. Thank you for everyone for joining me as usual. I love you all. I absolutely cannot tell you how much you guys mean to me, just joining me time after time and giving me feedback and support and your love. And it means so much. Yeah. So look after yourself, stay safe, stay strong, stay loving, and stay healthy. I will be back Tuesday morning as usual. I love you all. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Hi, Hippie.